welcome to Alex's Adventures in English Live. My name is Alex, and I'm an English teacher, pronunciation coach, and your guide through the magical world of British English. Now, this isn't your average gameplay stream. Today, we are exploring Hogwarts Legacy, but I'll be teaching you how to shadow British pronunciation, pick up natural expressions, and sound more like someone from Hogsmeade than from your textbook. All while dodging trolls, casting spells, and hopefully not dying in the Forbidden Forest. So grab your wand or your notebook or mobile phone, like, follow, subscribe, and let's begin our British English quest at Hogwarts. Alright, so let's get started. Let's read the letter. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on September the 1st. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eliazar Fig to help you hone your spell casting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. Alright, so that was the letter, and let's begin, guys. And by the way, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on 2 live streams. One is vertical and the other is horizontal. Okay, so you can go and check out both, because on the vertical live stream, the quality of the image isn't going to be that great, to be honest with you. It's going to be quite small, but on the horizontal live stream, the image is going to be much better, and you will enjoy it much more there. Okay, but anyway, let's get started. Alright, so we need to pick a character. Alright, I'm not gonna spend too much time doing this, guys. Alright.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Okay, let's give that a go. What about difficulty? Shall we give it a go at normal? Or more demanding gameplay challenge? Okay, let's go for normal. So this is not that one. Alex, my name, of course. And all right, there we go. And I think that we are ready to start our journey.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrok really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrok before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly, to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrok. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
Hang on!
right. You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Okay.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a portkey.
Portkey?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
Alright guys. So, the story starts here. And it's absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing, isn't it, guys?
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Right.
Mind your step.
Just like in London. Mind the gap. Right? Ever been to London? You know
Where
that
do you
phrase.
suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Jump, climb. By the way, climb. You can climb. You don't pronounce the B at the end. You say climb, climb. And
Ancient magic.
ancient
Yes.
magic.
A powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Okay, we can wield magic. That's something to bear in mind, guys, isn't it? We're gonna pay attention to these things. We can wield magic. Wield magic. It's like handling magic, you know, being able to cast spells. Control magic. Wield magic. And let's continue.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the Portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Who wields it? That's what really matters.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here.
It's the only relevant
It
thing.
appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Okay. Okay. Destroy the
Excellent!
mental barrier. Use your camera to select an active target. Some players prefer to select targets and move the avatar with the same stick by disabling camera relative targeting in settings. Alright, that's good to know. Thank you.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
A bit rougher than I expected.
Ah, up there.
Up there.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself! Reparo!
Isn't that wonderful? Amazing. Reparo.
Almost there!
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That Portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Right, out of place. Not ordinary. Something. The minimap shows your surroundings. With you in the middle. This symbol is your current objective. Press and hold upwards to toggle quest objective details. Okay, let's see. If we find what we need to find here.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
This may have been his home. So we can talk about the past using may have been. This may have been his home. He says this may have been his home. That's in the past. In the present, he could have said this may be his home.
that enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Maybe blocking.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the Portkey container.
So the same glow found in the Portkey container. The Portkey container. Okay. So let's investigate.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
He's snoring. The goblin.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's Portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the Portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Right, I was about to tell you that you can drop a comment in the chat if you want to. Right.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Right. Steady your wand with L and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Revelio.
There.
I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the Portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Revelio.
Lumos!
Lumos.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
So, disapparating. Do you know that word, guys? That's from the wizarding world. That's when they cast the spell to disappear and appear somewhere else. To disapparate is the verb. And he said that as a...
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
So disapparating is the action of, disapparating. So, casting the spell.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
So there's a statue. Statue. Okay, can you repeat after me? Statue.
There must be something to that reflection you're seeing.
There must be something to that reflection. You see, there must be something to that. So that there must be something hidden.
Try casting Revelio, perhaps.
Okay.
Revelio. I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
So he said, Professor Fig, perhaps you should cast Lumos. So implying that, okay, maybe it's not me the one who's got to cast Lumos, but you. So that's why he accents the word you. Perhaps you should cast Lumos. Steady your wand with L and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. You've acquired the one lighting charm, Lumos, which has automatically been slotted to your spell sets. Lumos creates a light at the tip of your wand to help you see in dark areas. Hold R2 and tap triangle, I guess, to cast or extinguish Lumos. Okay, we can cast it or extinguish it.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It
Okay.
does follow the light.
It does follow the light, you know. That's when we use does in that way to make emphasis. So it does follow the light. I guess that we need to make the statues match.
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Expose Revelio! Levioso! Repose! Confuso! Confuso! Levioso! Revelio! Expulso! Deposo!
Review your objectives to reveal the way forward.
Descendo! Or Confringo! Levioso! Potato! Expulso!
There are too many.
Depose! Confringo! Potato! Expulso! Levioso!
There we go.
Depose!
Pops.
Descendo! Stupefy! Depose!
Super hard.
Stupefy! Expulso! Levioso! Stupefy!
Well done.
Potato!
One's a Lumos.
Stay close!
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Revelio. Lumos. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The
Yeah, good
wisps of
question.
magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Apparently.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That
Right.
glow again.
The glow. Yeah, that glow appears everywhere. Activate the statues. I guess that I must cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Alright. Okay.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own
first.
this time.
So, on your own, to be on your own means that you need to handle things yourself. And so I guess
Lumos.
okay. This is not going to be pretty. Because I'm gonna have to
I need to align these statues with their reflections.
okay. Align the statues with their reflections. So that's another way of saying that we need to make the both statues match. The ones in the floor and the ones above.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Too early. Hold triangle during Protego to stun enemies with a stupefied counterattack. Oh, that was the thing I was doing before. Stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. Okay, that's great. Oh, too many.
Lumos.
Okay, I can sprint. It's a line less big. What's going on here? There's some whisper. Can you hear it? This reminds me of Harry Potter. And the Pensive, I think it is.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive. For viewing memories.
Yeah, a Pensive. For viewing
I wonder.
memories, that's what I meant. A Pensive.
Follow my lead.
So follow my lead, do the same as I do, right?
All is in place.
The Portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. And the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrok.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the Pensive, the Locket, and the Path to Both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Amazing. Spectacular.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrok. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Might be able to get me sorted this evening.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Look at that again. To
Welcome.
Be sorted. Want
You're
to be
just
sorted.
in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I can't wait to start classes. I can't wait to explore. Yeah, I think I can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
The sorting ceremony, the sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. Ravenclaw house known for intelligence, creativity and wit. This seems to be quite a coincidence, but I've actually been sorted into this house before. Ravenclaw, you know? So I guess that this is my house, yeah. Alright.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Alright, guys. Let me ask you something. I'm not sure if you paid attention, but when the Sorting Hat asked me if I wanted to start attending classes or explore Hogwarts, I'm not sure if you paid attention to the expression, so how I said it. I used the expression, I look forward to, and then I said, explore or exploring? I look forward to explore or exploring? That's a good question. Lovely, Alice. Yes, it's... Yeah, I've got my cuppa. Here, too. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, it's the perfect company to play this game. A cup of tea or a cup of coffee if you want to, of course. But a nice cuppa. I've got mine here actually, but it's a bit cold, unfortunately. Yeah. I need to put the kettle on again. But I'm glad. For a nice cuppa. Where are you watching me from? Great. And let me have a look at the chat, guys. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you a kind of... I'm going to create a poll in the chat. And because... So based on what I said with the Sorting Hat, so is it... I look forward to... explore Hogwarts. It was explore Hogwarts or exploring Hogwarts. So this is for YouTube anyway. And of course I'm gonna the same question goes to TikTok. So guys, vote for the correct for the option you consider correct, and in about 3 minutes I'll give you the answer. Okay? I look forward to there's a double I there. I look forward to explore or exploring Hogwarts. And yeah. Yeah, look forward to explore or exploring. There we go. And we have a look at TikTok. Is it look forward to explore or exploring? That's a good question, isn't it? Okay. So, talking about exploring, I think we need to crack on. That is to say, to get things started. To hurry up. To crack on, let's crack on, is an expression that's usually used in England, in the UK. I better crack on. It's like this. I'm gonna show it to you on screen. Just let me do this. Yeah, so let me show you the... Okay, yeah, and before that, during one of the cinematic scenes, the Professor Fig said, "I've never seen so powerful a goblin. I've never seen so powerful a goblin." That expression, "so powerful a goblin," that's related to, belongs to formal English, you know? And the thing is that Professor Fig, being an old man, and yeah, he's quite like, he's a professor, right? A Hogwarts professor. So he speaks quite formal, doesn't he? And he said, "I've never seen so powerful a goblin," but in everyday life, you would hear something like, "I've never seen such a powerful goblin," you know, rather than "so powerful a goblin," or a goblin so powerful. You might come across that too. And yeah, so I look forward to, that is the kind of exercise I gave you. Look forward to what? Explore or exploring? Which do you choose, guys? Look forward to or look forward to explore or look forward to exploring? And here we go. Look forward to exploring. Let me have a look at the chat. Let's see if you voted any of the options. Alright, let's crack on, guys, with the game. With the story. We need to start exploring, don't we? I'm really looking forward to it. So I guess I should find the door here. Okay. What's this one? I guess there are no other doors to open. No, that was the one. Okay. Let's climb the stairs.
This should be interesting.
Glad Rags could do with some competition.
Hogsmeade's no London, but it'll do in a pinch.
Harry Pippin certainly steered me right with that wound cleaning potion. His potion shop's better than you'd find in London, I reckon.
You can get all sorts of clothing for glad rags, not just common.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
They're very powerful, I'd imagine. I can't say I feel the need for that sort of thing, mind. I'd be quite content with a new pair of socks.
Did you get your bits
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Yeah, of course. Introduce yourself to Amit.
That's
Who's
just
Amit?
brilliant, Amit.
Oh, this guy.
Brilliant. You'd think you could... Ah! That is not how that
Let's talk to this guy.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy?
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I'm not sure if you paid attention, but I've just said, I take it you like astronomy. So I take it you like astronomy means I assume you like astronomy. Right? So you can say that, guys. You can create your own sentences and drop them in the chat below, and I can correct them. So I take it that it's too late to go to the party now, you can say. I take it that... So you see something, and because of that, you assume something else. So you can say, when something is quite evident, you can say, I take it, you... something, right? So if you've seen someone... I don't know. If you've heard that somebody has eaten a whole pizza... You might say, I reckon, or I take it, you were hungry, right? Okay, I find the stars fascinating. I've never been one for stargazing. Stargazing. I've never been one for stargazing. Look at that. I've never been one for stargazing. So Amit said, you will adore astronomy. Professor Shah is incredibly knowledgeable. So he's got a lot of knowledge about astronomy, but I might say I've never been one for stargazing, which means that I've never been one of those people who, you know, gaze at stars. I find the stars fascinating. Oh yeah, I do find the stars fascinating, so let's go for this option.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
Be seeing you, that's a very common way of saying goodbye in British English. Be seeing you. By that one. Be seeing you. And I'm not sure if you paid attention, but the word schedule has just come up, and in British English you say schedule, right? But do you know how you say that in American English? You actually say schedule in American English, but schedule, generally speaking, in British English. So schedule. I hope that something is on my schedule. And I hope something is on my schedule. And just let me have a look at something. Alright, so let's continue. So what about the question, guys, in the chat? Is it look forward to exploring or look forward to explore? Let me give you the answer to that one before we continue. So the answer to that question is look forward to exploring. Look forward to exploring. So every time you say, I look forward to an action, you say, I look forward to doing something. Okay, so usually at the end of a letter, or at the end, usually at the end of a conversation, you might say, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, right? I look forward to hearing from you. Which is a very handy phrase in English. It's quite frequent. All right, there we go. Look forward to hearing from you. So I might say now, I'm really looking forward to playing, to continue playing. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing. There we go, to continuing playing this game. Okay, I'm really looking forward to continuing because yeah, you need to add ing to the verb that comes right after look forward to. Look forward to doing something. All right, perfect. So let's continue. Great. And all right. So we need to keep exploring. Introduce yourself to Everett. Who's Everett now, I wonder? You know, I have no idea.
That's not right either.
And guys, don't forget to let me know where you're watching me from. Ellis, where are you watching me from? Samantha Dale. Okay, we need to introduce her.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory. Yeah, teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic. Yeah. He's quite knowledgeable. I wouldn't really know. Yeah, apparently he's quite knowledgeable. So I'm gonna go for that one.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Nice expression, that one. You've got loads, or you've got lots to catch up. To have lots to catch up. If you need to catch up, It's like you've been left behind, you know, because people started. Actually, we are starting at Hogwarts as fifth year students, as a fifth year student. So that means that everyone else is absolutely more advanced than us. So we have lots to catch up, lots to learn in order to keep up with the other students, you know. So nice talking to you. Isn't it Hufflepuffs who like plants? Do most students grow their own ingredients? Right.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
It runs in my family. That's a great expression too, isn't it? If something runs in your family... Let's listen to that again.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Yeah, it runs in my family. In this case, it means that it's a family tradition, right? It's something that comes as if it had been inherited through generations in her family.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Let's have an apple. And now we have to introduce ourselves to Everett. And I think
just have to wait for the right moment.
This is the guy we need to introduce ourselves to. Okay.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
Look at that. The expression has come up again. I'm looking forward to my first day. I'm actually a tad nervous. So that means a little nervous. Tad is an informal word meaning a bit, you know, just a bit nervous. And so we can say look forward to something or look forward to doing something, okay? So we can say that. Let me see if I can try and make it work. And look forward to I guess that's yeah. No, it's not possible to do that. Try and see if we can change. No, that one. Yeah, page settings. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so Great. Let me see if I can do the following. I'm looking forward to my first day, you can say. Look forward to something. So we can say that you can look forward to something or doing something. Right? You can look forward to something or to doing something. That's great. And I'm looking forward.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
You had best not keep her waiting.
Hogsmeade's no London, mind you.
You had best
I'd like to open a shop in Hogsmeade myself one day.
not
Glad Rex could do with some competition.
keep her
You can
waiting.
get all sorts of clothing and glad rags, not just common wear either.
So that means that
garments.
she's the one you shouldn't keep waiting.
I feel the need for that sort of thing, mind. I'd be quite content with a new pair of socks.
She sounds as a very
Steer me right.
bird professor.
His potion shop's better than you'd find in London, I reckon.
Ah, all of the shopkeepers like me. I know this.
Okay.
They always put
Everyone's talking about me. Apparently.
The headmaster hates everyone who isn't a pure-blood Slytherin. How much longer do you think Black will be headmaster?
Oh,
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
To put something to the test. That's a very common expression.
This way.
And did you hear what she said about catching up, that we need to catch up
The
with
guide will give you
the other students?
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Wizarding law. So So that's everything we need to know. All the conventions about wizarding.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Oh, it seems they created that, they devised that especially for us.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Okay. Revelio.
Revelio.
Ravenclaw busts, guide pages. These busts, created in honor of Ravenclaw House, resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. %1 overall progress. Collecting your first guide page unlocks a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select field guide pages to continue. Okay. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. Each challenge has tires. Special rewards unlock at each tire you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Did you hear that? Inside and outside the castle.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Alright, sorry. Just seem to get a bit angry at me for wasting time.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered the flue flames, fast travel points. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered flue flames. Okay. The astronomy wing, the bell tower wing, the grand staircase, the great hall. I think that's where we need to... Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house common rooms and the great hall. Select the grand staircase region to continue. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Grey flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library and greenhouses. Select the library annex region to continue. Professor Weasley has unlocked the central hall flue flames for you. Okay. Use R to rotate the map and fast travel to the central hall flue flames with, I guess that's square, isn't it? Okay. This is your location. I need to go to. I need to fast travel to the central hall. And okay.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
That's actually find in London. That can be found in London. That is found in London, actually.
Willing to make the hard decisions.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Right.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
So, evil that lurks behind these walls. Evil that lurks. That's a great word, a great collocation, isn't it? Evil lurks. It's like evil is waiting, you know, to attack, to strike. Evil that lurks behind these walls. Yes. So what's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
So enjoy many butterbeers there.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Yeah. And... yes, we need to...
Fortunately, we are lucky to have...
Okay. Yeah. So, she says... Just let me check something she said. So we can repeat what she said.
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
So evil that lurks. It's like Reich that lurks.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain.
The only all-wizarding village in Britain.
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends. Or on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional...
Okay, this is the expression I was looking for. So she says, happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. To be up to speed in no time. So it's another way of saying you'll catch up in no time. When you least imagine it, you'll catch up with your other classmates. To be up to speed. So far we've come across 3 expressions related to learning something. So learning skills, like for to catch up with something, you need to catch up with your classmates, given that we're starting school at Hogwarts quite late as 5th year students, and we need to catch up with the rest. And as Professor Weasley said, we need to avoid to fall behind, which means, you know, it's like if you fall behind something, it's like how shall I put it? If you fall behind something, let me give you an example. You need to maybe learn a topic for school, and many topics. You need to learn many topics for school, and if you don't study as much as you have to, you will fall behind, you know, your duties, your homework. So you will fall behind in the sense that you won't be able to catch up with the rest. So, and to be up to speed. To be up to speed means the same as catching up. Being up to speed means that. So, that is quite interesting, isn't it? Just just give me 1 second. Yeah. So, just to give you to be a bit more precise, if you say to be up to speed means to have the latest information, or to be at the required level of knowledge, skill, or progress. Okay? So, to give you an example, before the meeting, I had to get up to speed on the new projects. So as you can see, this is you're now in the know. You're in the know, which means that you're at the same level as everyone else. You've caught up, basically. Okay? So it's the result of catching up. You're up to speed. You're in the know. Think of it like, now I know what's going on. And you can use it with get someone up to speed, or bring you up to speed. You can get someone up to speed. In this case, the professors are trying to get me up to speed, given that I'm a 50th student, and they can bring me up to speed. But when you say to catch up, you can let me try and see if I can do these guys. Yeah, let me try and see if I can enlarge the... Yeah, there we go. We can do that. If you catch up, you can catch up with let me do the following, guys. Where is the... Yeah. Not that one. Sorry. Where is it? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted to... Okay, let's do it there. To catch up. Sorry if I'm interrupting the game a bit. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. So to catch up, you can catch up on, with, or to. So catching up means to reach the same level as someone or something else after falling behind. So after falling behind, you need to catch up. So you could say, let me give you an example. I missed a few classes, so now I'm trying to catch up. And so if you say that, you're not up to speed yet, but you're trying to get there. Bit of a race metaphor in it. You were behind, now you're legging it to close the gap. To leg it means to, you're really hurrying up to get there. And so think about it, think of it like this. I'm trying to be where everyone else. So you can say to catch up on work. When we're talking about a thing, You can catch up with someone when you talk about people, and you can catch up to the group. This is more American English, often in movement or progress. You know, you can catch up to the group, like that's American English mainly. And to fall behind, this is not to not make as much progress as others. You're losing ground. So if you don't study regularly, you'll fall behind. And the key vibe here is that you're not at the same level, level anymore. You're slipping. It's what happens before you need to catch up. Think of it like this. I'm lagging, mates. Need to do something about it. You know, it's like you need to start getting up to speed before you fall behind. And so how are these related, these expressions? To fall behind, to catch up, and to get up to speed. Imagine we're all watching a film, and let me give you an example. There's a British film here. I can give you an example with Hot Fuzz. I'm not sure if you have seen it, but I'm quite a fan of it. You went to get popcorn and missed 15 minutes, right? You were watching a film. Now you're falling behind, right? And you ask me, what did I miss? So when you do that, you're trying to catch up, right? And I explain what happened, and boom, now you're up to speed. Okay? So I've just okay. Now we'll continue with the game. Yeah. Let us not get yes, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Just give me 1 sec. And we'll continue. Alright. So, my suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle. She's wondering what we've been up to with Professor Fig, right? Yeah. She's right, isn't she? She's right, I'm afraid. Okay. I'm afraid there isn't. That's a bit of a lie, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Let's talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, let's have a look at it. You can track available quests from the map. Okay. This symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and/or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level. Yeah, you will need to be the required level, and/or have the required spell to activate the quests. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest with X continue. Okay. Defense against the Dark Arts class. The field guide map shows Professor Hecat's class is in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charmed compass in the field guide to help me find the way. Okay, let's attend defense against the Dark Arts class. And we can learn Levioso.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Right.
She can meet me after herbology and show me how
Quest complete. Welcome to Hogwarts. New item unlocked. Cast Charmed Compass. That's an interesting word, isn't it? So, just let me go to the dictionary, guys. Compass. Yeah, compass.
Compass.
Can you repeat after me, guys? Compass. Yes. So that's a compass. And, right. Shall we go on? Shall we move on? Shall we continue? Okay. Yes, let's do it. So there was just Professor Fig just used an expression that reminded me of my time in England. Reminded me of a very common expression used in England, actually. It's "and you." And you. You know, when you say, for example, "I'm glad to see you," you will usually hear, or "and you," right? What's this? Yeah, I shall not waste my time doing that. I think, look at that. I think we can catch that somehow, but I'm not sure if I can do it. No, let's attend defense against the dark arts class. Let's do that. Okay, doing that, we can know where to go. Quest begin.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand with L and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell, okay?
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic cast using R2. Sorry.
Okay. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, A surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Okay.
Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay.
This should be easy.
Oh.
Levioso. What are you doing up there?
Oh.
Levioso.
Cast Levioso to throw your opponent off guard.
What am I doing?
I know. Levioso.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
There we go.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Class is dismissed. Classic phrase at the end of a class.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
They're not very happy with me.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
It was actually. I have to say, not my first time actually.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Quest complete. So pleasure chatting with you. It's more than Sebastian told us. Pleasure chatting with you. Right. Let's continue. Let's crack on.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Okay. I guess now we've got to go to Charms class.
To transfigure a match into a needle without catching it on fire.
Professor Weasley is a marvellous teacher. Never requires us to write more inches of parchment on top
I
of
think
the
we need to go that way. Okay. Upstairs seems to be the place to go.
Make a point! Let us...
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
That life is behind me, I promise! I won't talk about this!
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Okay, the summoning charm, Accio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Hold R2 and press the assigned button to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Release R2 to cease casting the spell. Let me see if I can pull this off, guys. So...
Accio! Very good!
Woo! That was very good.
Splendid!
Perfect.
That's it!
Yeah. Done it.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So I'm playing with the blue.
Watch this.
She must be very good at this game.
Phew.
Okay. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec, sorry.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
There we go.
Very good.
Here we go.
She's
There we
very
go.
good.
Brilliant. Be sharp.
Come on, make a mistake. Oh, my dear.
Yes!
Accio.
Oh, no! Don't fall.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Summoner's courtside. Oh, there was a tie.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Let me see if I can.
Accio.
Oh! Bloody hell.
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this.
Come on. No.
Phew.
Come on, come on, come on. Don't. Oh.
Keep trying. Here we go. There we go.
I've lost already. There's no way I can win this.
I'm not but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Stay focused.
Yeah, I got a bit nervous, didn't I? Yeah.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well done. I suck.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Uagadou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Uagadou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Uagadou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Uagadou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Interesting.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Uagadou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Uagadou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
A word,
you know
if
it
you
won't
would.
work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alright. Quest complete. Very good. 260 XP. Well done. Well done. Very good. Okay. let's continue. So, by the way, guys, where are you watching me from? Are you enjoying this game as much as I am?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Oh, I'm not currently tracking anything.
Hello. How was your first day coming
Hello,
along?
Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
To hold your own. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms. To hold your own, that's a great expression, isn't it? To be able to defend yourself, to hold your own. So if you hold your own, that's a synonym of that expression is to hold your own ground, which means to be as successful as other people or things in a situation. So, for example, Josie can hold her own in any argument. Okay? So in this case, she says, I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms. So you certainly seemed to be successful, or to be as successful as the other students in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
And she said, then again, that's used when you've had a new thought that is different from or the opposite of what you've just said. So you could say, for example, I like to travel, but then again, I'm very fond of my home, you know? Bloody hell. I've run out of space to record. Okay. So this is it. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's continue. What's this? Guess I should maybe check the map for a bit. Weasley after class. Meet with Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley wants to see me in her classroom, which is off the Transfiguration Courtyard. Located between the library annex and the astronomy wing. Hopefully, she has word on replacing my lost supplies. Meet Professor Weasley in the Transfiguration classroom. Okay. Let's try and see that. Okay, let's go down the stairs. And before I forget, I think it was Professor Ronan, I think it was, he said, I believe the summer months must have taken a toll on you. If something takes a toll on you, that means that something has affected you negatively. You know, if something takes a toll on you, if something affects you negatively. So you can say, for example, I haven't slept for ages, or I haven't slept well lately. I haven't been sleeping well lately. And somebody might say, well, that will take a toll on you. Or that will definitely take a toll on you. Or that will eventually take a toll on you. Which means that eventually you will see bad consequences of that. Not sleeping properly. Not sleeping enough, actually. Weasley after class.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Okay, I think that I need to be discreet. She wants to...
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments to, you know, to help me make progress faster with some extra assignments. Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okay. So there really is an Ollivanders there. Ollivanders here.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Sebastian, I think.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay, guys. This is perfect. Now we're going to do the following, guys. We're going to take a break. Let's take a break so that then we can continue. Okay? And so I'll meet you again in a few minutes, okay? So 10 minutes, maybe a bit more. Yeah, let's take 10 minutes to have a cup of tea or something. Go to the toilet. And yeah, see you in a bit, guys. Can you hear me now? Alright, can you hear me now? Just, give me 1 sec. There we go. Okay. And let me go to okay. All right. That's it. That's it, perfect. So we can continue now. Great, guys. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Let me just do this. Okay, that's much better. Are you watching me on TikTok, on YouTube? And on YouTube, remember that there are two live streams at the moment. A vertical one and a horizontal live stream. So you can go for the horizontal live stream has much better quality than the vertical. So, speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignments. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You could track assignments and their progress in the quest menu of your field guide. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. We need to get the Reparo charm. And we need to report to Professor Ronan. Let's try and do that and do that next.
The only place I'm Brit is in the library. It's also somewhat exciting waiting for the inevitable breach of silence.
That reminds me. Did Scrivener say we could...
Ah, there you are. You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the Mending Charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Okay, so Reparo. Reparo. That's the name of the spell.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Look at this. I think Professor... So, search errors on the minimap. There's something here.
Revelio.
Yeah. So it's a kind of fountain. Fountain. This fountain is in the Transfiguration Courtyard. In the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern. So that's we've got this weird word. Yeah, it's a word coming straight from the wizarding world. So wyvern fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard, and that's an interesting word. Fountain. In fountain, you don't pronounce the A. You don't say fountain, but fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumours to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Collect the flying page near the broken statue. Collect the flying page in the defense against the dark arts tower. I need to collect the flying page near the broken statue.
My great aunt was a Hufflepuff. She says it's the best.
I wonder.
Take care.
Oh, this way.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Let's see if we can collect it.
Accio! Got it.
Got it.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Awful when they ask you a question.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
There you go.
Accio!
Accio.
I think I should wait for it to return to one spot. I'm gonna wait here. Wait for it to return. I think a good spot would be this one again. I'm gonna wait for it.
Accio.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Return to Professor Ronan.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
So, the wand is a conduit of your magic. Welcome to Hogsmeade, the mending charm. Reparo can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Okay, complete assignments. And this has been great, guys. I've had a wonderful time playing Hogwarts with you for the first time. And this has been part 1 of Hogwarts, of my gameplay of Hogwarts Legacy. And don't forget to subscribe, like this live stream. These live streams, actually, you can find it. I'm on TikTok at the moment and on YouTube, and there are 2 live streams at the moment, one vertical and another horizontal. So please like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channels, especially to my YouTube channel, and so that you know when part 2 of this gameplay is coming. And let me know if you liked it, of course. And I hope you, well, keep at it. Keep practicing, keep learning English, and keep speaking like a wizard, okay? I hope this has been useful to you, as useful to you as it's been for me. I mean, there's loads to learn from this game, isn't there? Absolutely. So let's keep in touch and see you soon, guys. Bye bye for now. Cheers.